Igboho asks court to declare Yoruba Nation campaign legal. Yoruba Nation agitator Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly called Sunday Igboho, on Friday filed a suit at the Oyo State High Court in Ibadan demanding a declaration that the campaign for self-determination by Yoruba people in Nigeria is legal and a fundamental human right. In the suit filed on his behalf by his lawyer Chief Yomi Aliyu SAN, Igboho sought a declaration that the federal government resolved to protect him from propagating his belief in, quote, Yoruba Nation, end quote, in association with others, was against his fundamental rights to freedom of thought, conscience, and association. Respondents in the suit are Attorney General of the Federation, the State Security Service, and Director, State Security Service, Oyo State. Some of the reliefs sought by Igboho are a declaration that the respondents resolute in preventing the applicant from propagating his belief in association with other like minds in creating Yoruba Nation and or Odua Republic for his indigenous Yoruba people and hunting with him gun with a view to arresting him dead or alive when he has not called for war in achieving the same, is against his fundamental human rights to freedom of thought, conscience, and association, since campaign for self-determination is recognized by Nigerian law and international treaties of organizations to which Nigeria belongs. A declaration that applicant and his Yoruba indigenous people have unquestionable and inalienable fundamental right to peaceful campaign and seek for self-determination of Yoruba tribe in Nigeria, and lobby the legislature to amend the CFRN 1999 as guarded by Article 20 of the African Charter of Human and People's Rights, Ratification and Enforcement Act, Laws of Federation 2010, and Articles 3, 4, 7, and 18 of the United Nations Declaration on Human Rights of the Indigenous People, made at its 107th plenary meetings of Thursday, 13 September 2007, thereby insulating campaign for self-determination from criminal culpability. A declaration that, apart from violating the fundamental rights of the applicants to fair hearing, it is unequitable and unfair to the second and third respondents to exhibit guns, ammunition, and other dangerous weapons and incriminating documents in public that claim the same belong to applicants when their officers in actual fact shot their way into the house of the applicant, situate, lying and being at Igboho Villa, 1 Dalag Street of Soka Bus Stop, Soka area, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Ibadan, without subjecting themselves and their convoy of vehicles to prior search by the applicant, who neither signed any inventory nor search warrant containing inventory to that effect. A declaration that the media trial of the applicant by second and third respondents exhibiting prohibited and illegal items as applicants before the press and live television is usurpation of judicial power reserved by CFRN 1999 for courts, and violently violates the fundamental human right of the applicant to be presumed innocent until proven guilty by a court of law recognized the said constitution or by the said constitution and properly constituted for that purpose. A declaration invading and or blocking the assets of the applicant and putting no debit order on his bank account is a violation of his fundamental human rights to own property and wealth guaranteed by CFRN 1999 and others. An order of injunction restraining the respondents, their agents, privies, and associates in other security forces and or anybody acting on their behalf, and instructions from arresting, detaining, molesting, harassing, and or in any way interfering with his right to personal liberty, freedom of movement, and peaceful enjoyment of his property without fear of invasion of his home by respondents. He also demanded the court should compel the respondents jointly and severally to pay him 500 billion naira as special damages for the damage done to his car and residence at Soka, and also for being exemplary and aggravated damages for malicious invasions of soccer residents. No date has been fixed for the hearing of this suit. Yeah, how will a date be fixed because the price is absolutely ridiculous? Doesn't make sense. But yeah, I think Igboho does have a case. A lot of his human rights have been violated, 100%. I actually didn't even know about the fact that his bank account was restricted, which, when you think about it, it's not surprising, but still, like, it's just compounding. But then, who will hold Nigerian government accountable? What international community will do such? Because whether you like it or not, Nigeria's underdevelopment is a development and benefit to other countries in the world. So the so-called DSS are Flanicals selected by the Zoo governments to intimidate innocent people. They are not Nigerians. They are Chad, Niger, and Mali. Okay. But then again, you have to think about it. The Hausas and the Fulanis have also had their beef for a long time, and then they've been in the country for last 200, 300 years. So again, is that enough for you to be like you're an official indigenous of the land? And then when we say indigenous of the land, where you come from, that land is by blood. I don't know. How would you even measure that? Someone says, never in the history of this country's civil rule since 1999 has the DSS gained a bad reputation of being used to satisfy selfish whims and caprices of the Nigerian president. You remember the raid on the residence of injustices of the Supreme Court, also the night raid on Shore's house. Yeah, this even brings me to the fact that Shore has also been arrested and has gone through a lot in the hands of the Nigerian government, which of course, it's sad, but at this point, it's what you expect, and you have got to be strategic and have the right connections if you're going to fight a government like Nigeria, because Nigeria has allies. Even though you have the allies, there's I would say there's an intimidation where, you give me this, I give you that, but then not really equal, you know what I mean? So they have allies, especially with Great Britain as the former colonizer. I don't know why that's anything to be proud of, anything to associate yourself with, but that's fine. And then of course with with UK that has many allies in the world, and then let's not even start with America. So yeah, it is what it is. But what I think about this, do you think that it's too much? Do you think that he should ask for more? What do you think Sunday Igboho's focus should be at the moment? Because personally, I think he needs to focus on Cotonou because they have framed him so well. But what I think, don't forget to like and subscribe.